The last time Uranus was in Gemini, we were at war. This time, the battlefield is your mind and your nervous system. On July 7th, Uranus enters Gemini for the first time in 80 years. And this isn't some soft background hum in the cosmos. This is a full-blown electrical storm in the sign of the mind. Thoughts are going to change. Language is going to mutate. And her nervous systems, they're about to go through a deep reprogramming. Uranus is the cosmic liberator, the one who breaks the chains you didn't even know were there. In evolutionary astrology, Uranus is the frequency of awakening, individuation, and freedom from the known. It doesn't ask permission, it doesn't do polite, it shows up like lightning, unexpected, unapologetic, and absolutely essential. And now it's moving into Gemini, the sign that governs language, perception, media, duality, the curious, the ever-questioning mind. Now, let's talk about what's about to get electrified. You see, every time Uranus has moved through Gemini, the world has split open. During the American Revolution, Uranus and Gemini sparked radical ideas about liberty and independence. Then during the Civil War, and again during World War II, it reshaped how we communicate, how we organize society, how we fight, and how we come back together. Now, it's our turn. This transit begins on Monday, July 7th with the preview phase through November before Uranus retrogrades back into Taurus for a little bit, and then launches really full force from April 2026 until 2033. So that gives us about 7 years of accelerated evolution in all things Gemini. And Gemini is how we think, how we speak, how we learn, how we relate to information, how we define truth in an age of infinite noise. And you can expect massive breakthroughs in AI, in digital communication, in education, in neuroscience. But also expect a breakdown in anything false, anything superficial, anything that's performative. Gemini wants to understand both sides of the story. But Uranus demands we break out of binary thinking. Now, let's make it personal, because this is going to affect everybody differently depending on where Gemini is in your chart. And where Gemini falls in your birth chart is where Uranus is going to blow the door off. If Gemini is in your first house, your whole identity is up for a radical rewrite. In your second house, your values, your money, your self-worth, that might feel unstable, but you're being guided toward freedom. Third house, get ready for shocking conversations, sudden downloads, and really just new ways of you speaking your truth. In the fourth house, your family story, your emotional roots, your home base, it's all going to get restructured. Fifth house, creative explosions, romantic awakenings. It's really a liberation of joy within the self. Sixth house, your routines, work, health, all that's up for major upgrade if you don't resist the shakeup. This is not subtle. Uranus is never subtle. It strips away what's outdated and it forces a leap into the new. It's terrifying, yeah, I know, but it's also thrilling because on the other side of the chaos is real clarity. And collectively, we're being asked to evolve how we process, how we speak, how we listen, how we share ideas. And this is happening in an age of deep fakes and mental fragmentation. In Uranus and Gemini, it could either liberate the mind or it could shatter it. We're being given a choice. This is the timeline split. To cling to the old narratives, the mental loops, the echo chambers, or do we want to awaken to a new octave of consciousness, and one that really values curiosity over certainty, presence over performance, and multidimensional truth over one-dimensional dogma? And in the words of Jeffrey Wolf Green, who founded evolutionary astrology, Uranus is the force that propels the soul beyond conditioning. It connects the personal mind to the divine intelligence of the cosmos. If you're willing to listen, and in Gemini, the listening gets loud. So here's what to do with this energy. First, look at where Gemini lives in your chart. That's the part of your life being rewired. Journal your thoughts over the next couple of weeks. Notice what old ideas are dying, what new obsessions are emerging. Follow the trail. Trust the mental earthquakes. They are not random. They are invitations. Monday's transit is the start of a new story, not just globally, but internally. The question is, are you brave enough to let your mind evolve? Now, if this transit lit something up inside of you, drop a comment below. Tell me where Gemini is in your chart and what you're already noticing. Share this with someone who's ready to stop thinking the same way, and save this post for when the next mental earthquake hits. Because the revolution is already underway, and it's coming through your own nervous system. Let Uranus set your mind free.